Hey, what's going on, everybody? In this video, I want to share with you how I made the Jesus Empty Tomb Easter decoration piece. It's a very simple project that you can make from scrap wood. There's many ways that you could build this. You could use a jigsaw, a bandsaw, a CNC, multiple different ways that you can make it. I've seen people glue or somehow nail or screw the pieces together. I actually ended up with separate pieces. There's really no right or wrong way to do this, so let's just go ahead and jump into the process that I took to make it.
The first thing you want to do to simplify this project is create a template, because you're going to want to make this repeatable. So I just used printer paper and a pencil, and when I was happy with my design, I went over the pencil line with marker. I decided to start with the tomb first because I wanted to be sure that the boulder I made next would be large enough to cover the entrance of the tomb. Once I was happy with the tomb piece, I made a boulder that was slightly larger than the opening. I simply placed a blank sheet of paper over my tomb drawing, and I was able to see the tomb through the blank sheet and made the boulder. I followed the same process for the remaining two pieces. Each piece should be slightly larger than the next. Once I was done with my design, I cut the template out. I took my boys to get haircuts at my in-laws, and so to make good use of my time, I took my brand new Wen tabletop bandsaw with me and started cutting out the pieces there. If you're a woodworking side hustler, you know the feeling of trying to maximize your productivity. In the comments below, let me know what time management tools or practices you use to stay on track with your deadlines and orders as a woodworking side hustler. I'm curious to know. When tracing the shapes onto the wood, make sure to trace starting at the edge. This will serve as your base. And they don't need to be perfect, you just need the general shape. Once you start cutting, even these won't need to be perfect. I actually like the look of the blade markings on the edges. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel because I'll be reviewing this Wen bandsaw soon. I was actually on the fence about keeping this bandsaw because it was smaller than what I needed it to do initially, but I'm actually glad I kept it and it's working out pretty good. Once you have all the pieces cut out, you can pretty much end here if you'd like. I decided I want to take it up a notch and give the pieces a rounded edge. Sometimes these little details will set you apart from your competition and keep customers coming back. Once the pieces were completed, I sanded down the faces and the edges with 220 grit sandpaper. With everything sanded, I started staining the individual pieces. In the description below, I list out the stain colors I used for the individual pieces, but you'll need a gray for the boulder, a dark brown, and a light brown. For the light brown, I didn't actually have a standard stain like walnut, for example, but I did have this light brown, which was a discounted stain I got from Lowe's, and it worked out pretty good. Once you're done, let it dry, and then apply a coat or two of a sealer. I used this spray polyurethane that worked out just fine. So let's take a look at the final product.
Alright guys, so that's going to be it. Make sure to click on the other scrap wood projects that I have on your screen right now, and I'll see you on the next video.